I was thinking about playing Lurrus. In the past, I haven't been a big fan of Lurrus, but the thing that changed, I think, is Bowmasters plus Lurrus is a lot more appealing to me. Plus, the versions I saw all played Urza's Saga, so it's a lot more appealing to me to play like straight Dimir, because now I think you just have sufficient numbers of powerful cards in the deck that it makes a lot more sense to me. Basically, I'm just a fan of playing a critical mass of stupid cards plus fast mana. In the format, I guess, is the best way of putting it. I used to be like, I only want to play Tinker, but there are issues with putting Tinker into your deck. I think the primary biggest issue with putting Tinker into your deck is that what was I gonna say? Sorry, there's no mana crypt in my deck. Once you put Tinker into your deck, you have to put a lot of kind of not so good cards in your deck. Like Bolsasido is just not a real Magic card, even though it's better than it used to be. Do you think that's the biggest issue? I don't think that's that big of an issue. What's up, Long Deck? We're playing some Vintage. I will be at EW. If people want to say hi there, I will be there. Well, you don't really want to put Tinker into your deck then, Mitchell Socks. Worse with Tinker is mostly just not very good, I think. Oh, you're just trying to... Fair enough. Right. Land Island. I think the best cards to tinker for in Vintage nowadays are the following. Sphinx of the Steel one is second, Bow Citadel is number one. Portal to Phyrexia in your sideboard is good. Where are my... What are the other ones? Oh, the filter's on 19 plus, got it. 19. I don't think Comet is a raid card, really. How good is Black Lotus here? It's still pretty good, like... I think that's, like, kind of a weird way of phrasing the question. There's like 4 Lorien revealed in my deck. I mean, I haven't gotten all the way there yet, but I guess we'll put the expensive cards in. There's still plenty of expensive cards to put in the deck. I think I'm a weird one. I don't really like the old bordering as much as other people do. I think it looks kind of goofy. Alright. Just have 3 fetch lands. Sure. Misty Rainforest. Scalding Turn. Booted Delta. Alright, I wanted another basic land island. What do I do when I want to sell cards? I usually just sell them to dealer friends of mine. I mean, obviously I know they're making money, but they have to make money to operate a business, you know? Like, I'll sell to, like, a guy I know from Michigan. Yo, happy Friday, Jabber. What's up? Card Conduit? I have not sold them to them yet. Should talk to them at some point, though. Right. Taxian Probe. One really appealing thing about this deck is the mana looks so clean, and you still get to play enough good cards. My issue with, like, Jeskai Lurrus last year was your deck was just full of bad cards, honestly. Like, there were just a million bad cards. Spreads are so offensively high. Yeah, I mean, like, you can't really avoid it. I guess that's, like... Honestly, one of the big appeals to Arena is that that spread doesn't exist. But also, one of the downsides is once money goes into Arena, it never comes out. There's really not a great way around it, one way or the other, I think. Yeah, Binary Souls, I understand your standpoint, but, like, suppose you're a person who wants to keep up on all competitive formats, so you switch a lot, then it's very inconvenient to have to spend a lot of money to just build a deck that you're probably only going to use once. And it's like a sunk cost, you know? Like, I would say the primary issue I have with Arena is that it violated the trading card game aspect of the game. Which, you know, take it as how you will. Oh, I think I want Vault Key, actually. For some reason, the list I have doesn't have Vault Key, but I think I want to play those cards. I'm gonna cut... one Pierce, one Foster, probably. Force of Will. I'm not really a purist. It's just... well, I guess I kind of am, but it just annoys me. But they didn't really want to make an MTGO 2.0. I understand their standpoint, you know? Spell. What am I missing? Top. 18 wins. Cruise, Dig, Orin Revealed, Force. Tonic. I have questions if this Merchant Scroll is actually good enough, but Guess we'll assume it is. MTGO 6.0, yeah, something like that. I don't know, like, however you want to put it. It is what it is, right? Oh, should I play Time Twister? Doesn't seem great to me. I kind of like Dress Down for opposing constructs, actually. I would just play a main deck Dress Down. Dress Down's pretty good with Lurrus as well. Obviously, it kills my own constructs, but you can just sort of navigate around that. Kind of just like one Dress Down. Oh, that's nice. What store is that? Is it one of the AU stores, Mitchell Socks? Is it Crazy Way Mystic Sanctuary? I'm not a big fan of Mystic Sanctuary, personally. I'm kind of annoyed that they haven't put like a good printing of Urkel's Recall on MTGO. Instead, these are what you have. Just very, very mopey. The versions you can play with. Dark Depths in South Philly? Alright. Well, I'm actually going to Delaware tomorrow for one of the RCQs. Funnily enough. Try and talk me into it. Also, I'm a big fan of playing 2 Swatters instead of 1 Swatters. Just, the equity is a lot better when you play 2 Swatter, obviously. Yeah, it is AMU Wilmington. Kind of want a card versus initiative. Kind of a fan of Toxic Deluge. Some people play Virtue's Ruin, but I like having Deluge versus like Hogak Vine or whatever. You can drag Brian. Cool. If you only played paper in person still, well, you know. I'm gonna play 1 Crypt, because the Crypt is good to Demonic Tutor for. It's kind of bad to Vamp Tutor for, or it doesn't really make sense to Vamp Tutor for Crypt when you could Vamp Tutor for the other thing and just draw and play it with mana up. I wonder if I should play a Vamp Tutor, though. It kind of feels like I should play Vamp Tutor. It's also kind of weird that this deck doesn't play Ponder, but I guess Ponder's not a Sacred Cow. Maybe I should play Ponder. Maybe you just don't have space. Is there any reason Engineered Explosives would be good? Or is Nihil Spellbomb better than Soul Guide Lantern? When is Soul Guide better than Nihil Spellbomb? Let's end a loop with Lurrus for Soul Guide Lantern. Is it? If you're trying to draw a card, it's 2 mana either way, right? Whereas if you play Nihil Spellbomb, you can exile their graveyard every turn. You also don't have to pay the mana if you just need to exile their graveyard and not draw a card. Leyline Sanctity is the answer, I guess, but how many of the Bazaar decks actually play Leyline Sanctity? I guess I can look real quick. Yeah, you don't have to pay the mana either. Like, I think it's just a wash, right? I'm trying to think about when is Spellbomb better, and I can't really come up with anything. Lantern is better to see. Oh, I see. I feel like that just doesn't matter in Vintage, though, because I think the reason you play that effect is you just get everything, right? But maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. Right, I'm clicking on the Bazaar decks, and it kind of looks like I just want... It doesn't really matter which one I play, right? Is Cut Down better than Push for Archon? I guess I could see playing exactly one Cut Down somewhere. Is that crazy to play one Cut Down? What does Cut Down miss? Cut Down's also better in the Lurrus Mirrors, actually. Alright. Play one Cut Down, one Push. I'm just gonna make my deck singleton as possible. I think Revolted Push is better versus Seasoned Dungeoneer is the one big thing, right? Versus like literal Seasoned Dungeoneer, you would much rather have Push. But that's fine, I suppose. I'm just doing a lot of research because I haven't played in so long. Oh, Not Me has Dismember, actually. Interesting. I don't think the mentor... Trying to push a mentor works out very well for you very often. Yeah, I'm gonna put one Dismember over the last push in the sideboard. We're just gonna really go singleton style. I think I would rather have Dismember because of Shieldred. Although, what... How many Shieldreds even exist nowadays is the real question. Push versus Cut Down. Helped Food. You can just cut down in response to the Ruola Pump, right? It's really... I'm thinking about Archon of Emeria, which is kind of an annoyance to handle because you don't always have Revolt easily because your black source will come into play tapped when you crack your fetch. That's really what I'm thinking about right here by splitting these two. Is there anything better you can actually get Revolt? Yeah, it's Soul Rend. What's the other one? Noxious Grasp? Probably. Soul Rend does not seem great to me, honestly. Because I think that's just way too narrow. Are people really playing Noxious Grasp? Well, Ray of Enfeeblement is way too narrow. I think it's the problem. Yeah, or I guess, what is the other card that people are playing? I really just don't want to play Virtue's Rune. I think that's just, you're over-tuning for a very specific metagame when you do that. Well, it's not Renflesh, because Renflesh is a 2 and a B instant from Kamigawa that's arcane, that's destroy target non-spirit. It's Soul Rend. Ren Spirit is also a 2 and a B instant from Kamigawa that says destroy target spirit. Fuck, this person's playing Dreadnought Lurrus? Is this good? Doesn't look good. 4 dress down, 4 Dreadnought. Well, the thing is, all of the removal I'm playing hits oof anyways, so I don't think it's a big deal, right? No Route or Sideward Chalice? No, I think that just hurts us too much. This is basically an artifact deck is the way I view it. Like 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like, I view this as an artifact deck, really. Is Mindbreak Trap really actually worth it? When I played these decks in the past, Mindbreak Trap seemed so bad to me. But I don't really have a reason to believe that I'm correct, right? Oh, also, I just realized this Dreadnought list has 4 Mycosynth Gardens. Yeah, this is not a Tinker deck. This is just like a Dimir mid-range deck that happens to have Saga in it. I mean, obviously, you literally do not have the card Tinker in it. Are people playing Repeal? I think I want to play Repeal. It seems not very good to me. Repeal's just such a bad rate card is the problem. Like, it doesn't really answer anything at a mana advantage. Alright. Alright, I think what I'm actually going to do is cut one Bobble and play Vamp Tutor. Because that gives you more access to Vault Key. Also gives you access to the Dress Down if you need it. It also gives you increased access to your sideboard cards, which I think is underrated. I just think Mystical Tutor doesn't make sense in this deck. It doesn't really do anything. I think Soul Ring also is not great in this deck, even though a lot of the lists have it. Like, what is Soul Ring doing for you in this deck? The answer is, like, not very... Todd Jordan, I explained this. I like having the Sweeper versus other creature decks versus a, like, suppose you just play against the, Kogak Vine deck, and you have the graveyard covered, but they've already established a board, and having Toxic Deluge as your Sweeper instead of Virtue's Ruin actually does something. Like last year... Oh, I didn't pay out the prediction? Alright, I will. Last year, I played Toxic Deluge in my deck, and I was so happy with it, as opposed to Virtue's Ruin. I already knew about Virtue's Ruin even last year. I just didn't play it because I thought the Deluge was better. You know? And I still think the Deluge is better. Yes, I will be in Pittsburgh in a few weeks. I guess a few months, actually. It's funny... When they announced EW, it's the week before DreamHack Atlanta, which I was also booked for. So I was kind of annoyed, but, you know, what can you do about it? Lol Nar Chomp, the main thing is Archon of Emeria, because it's very, very difficult to revolt push an Archon of Emeria when an Archon's out. Is Dothy Voidwalker a playable vintage card? It's actually kind of interesting. Should I play a Voidwalker? No one else has it, but it doesn't mean it's not correct. How many black sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I have 9 black sources, so probably not. But it's kind of close. Like, Lurrus Voidwalker is kind of powerful, actually. Also in Vintage Cube this go-around, I saw someone Lurrus Voidwalker Time Walk their opponent's Time Walk. So they just took infinite turns that way. Alluring's a beast horse. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 13. 13 is just too many, I think. Or not enough for a Voidwalker, yeah. Should I play Hydroblast? Is there really a red deck to target? It doesn't look like it. I think I'm gonna play a second Cage, actually. Oh, I don't remember how. All I know is that I saw a screenshot of it, and it worked. Maybe it was two... It was in Cube, though. There were not 2 Voidwalkers. I don't remember what happened. It was Matt Grenier. Like, I saw a screenshot from him doing it, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of sick. I can't tell you how it actually happened. Well, Oath, like, I think Cage is underrated, honestly. Especially in an Urza Saga deck. Like, I kind of like Cage more than Soul Guide Lantern. Image on Voidwalker? Maybe, I don't remember. I kind of just like having multiple cages so you can just double up versus them and really force them to answer all of them while you're doing other stuff, you know? I know about Lantern and the Lurrus Mirror. That used to happen with Nihil Spellbomb in Modern. I still don't understand why Soul Guide is necessarily better than Nihil Spellbomb. No one has really gave me a satisfactory answer. Then third Battlefield Excellent Trigger. Yeah, I just don't know. I'll play one Spellbomb, I guess, as well. Tom, you don't have to put... Okay, first off, you don't have to play the Black Mana to exile their graveyard. Second off, Soul Guide, you either draw or you get their graveyard. So that's my major point. Like, I've had this argument before in other formats. That's why I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Sure, it might matter versus the One Ring exactly. That's a reasonable explanation, but no one else said anything like remotely like that, you know? Alright. Time to see how much over or under the limit I am. It's probably over. I have a really high limit, but it might not cover all of the nice looking cards, sadly, anymore. Ooh, I'm only 30 tickets over. We can do that. Let's see. I guess I'll just buy one Bowmaster. That's fine. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. That's old. Oops. That's also old. There we go. We're playing the upcoming RCQ? I don't know. I think the MTGO RCQs are kind of a scam, honestly, unless if you care about MTGO leaderboard points. I think their difficulty is way harder than the IRL ones for not any real amount of gain. Which is like kind of a funny thing to say, I suppose, but it is how I feel, you know? It's an RCQ. There are no actual PTQs on MTGO. Unless if you qualified for the mocks. Counterbalance? Divine Top. No, I don't think so. Yeah, no shot I would choose that. The reason to play those, to be quite fair, is no, they don't have... I would play so many of those if it was a straight path to the Pro Tour. But there are none. Trust me, I think that thing would cap out if it was straight to the Pro Tour. Like, no cap. Also, get your predictions in. Only one person has bet, and they bet 3-2. I think I'm satisfied enough with this deck as it is. Kind of nice I finally was able to get enough stuff where I could get the entire deck. This deck looks expensive. So, before I bought one of the Bowmasters, barring like some of the cards I owned, it was about 1,400 tickets, but IRL it would be a lot more. Well, I'm using the nice looking power. If you have the not nice looking power, it's a lot cheaper actually. I don't know the exact price, but it would be a bunch cheaper. Alright. To the Vintage League. I'll give a quick rundown of the deck if you're new to Vintage. This is a Lurrus deck. Wait, what the hell? Why don't those numbers show up? Why are some of the numbers cut off? So weird. Okay. MTGO bug. Alright. This is a Lurrus deck. So it means all of the non-land permanents in... I guess all of the permanents have a CMC of 2 or less. So that places a giant restriction on how you build the deck. You can't play Tinker, Bolas Citadel, which is, I think, one of the more powerful things to do in the format, generally speaking. Log T1, I actually hate the old border for those cards, but that's because it's not the original printing. But I don't really... When you say wrong, I say you're wrong. Anyways, back to explanation. You can still play Vault Key. I think Dress Down Lurrus is something that's underexplored and lets you shut down, like... This is like a fake sweeper versus some decks in some ways, which is kind of nice. So basically your plan is to just get value, you know, Bowmaster, Snapcaster. You have Orcish Saga to make a bunch of constructs. You cannot replay Saga off of Lurrus, but that's okay. You don't really need to. Top, I think, is the card that I'm most questionable on, but I think it's probably good enough to play one. Manifold Key, I think, like, you can often just push lethal with the key construct in this deck, as opposed to, like, the Tinker decks. I think it might be more likely that you kill them with Vault Key, because you just have more access to Vault Key in those decks. So yeah, this is just it's like kind of a mid-rangey deck. Lauren revealed one of the best new cards to come out of Lord of the Rings for Vintage and for other formats. You know, just kind of a lot of nice things going on here. And you do play basically all of the really iconic Vintage cards except for Time Twister, I would say. Sideboard. I have a slightly different sideboard than other people. Basically, I have my... what's the best way of putting it? My preferences on how to build decks in Vintage. I'm not a huge fan of Mindbreak Trap in general, is how I would put it. You queued into a Confidant version twice with this Dimir deck and the games are not close. I assume Bowmaster just is very good versus them. Like, Confidant versus Bowmaster is such an awful lineup, right? Manifold Key is not restricted, but there's not a real reason to play more than one Manifold Key in this deck, is what I would say. Tabernacle is basically for Bazaar only. Do not side it versus Initiative. I've seen people do that. It just doesn't work out very well for you when... The real reason people play Tabernacle in Legacy is you can kill all of their lands, then Tabernacle is very good, and also that deck is a control deck. like, based on looping Wasteland with Life from the Loam. So don't just side in Tabernacle over its creature decks in this format. It doesn't really do anything except be kind of bad, is what I would say. I just wanted to explain that because I think I'm probably one of the few people who's played more Tabernacles than basically anyone else. Like, I know when you're supposed to sideboard out Tabernacle in lands as well, which is actually a lot more often than people realize. Anyways, just a rant. Let's see. I like Deluge over Virtue's Ruin because it, like, you play against something weird, like you play against like goblins or something. This is also good. You know, this is good versus the brute wallas and shit. You know, I think it's just kind of nice to have Deluge over the Virtue's Ruin. Obviously, the life loss matters, but I think it matters way less than people think. Because I think if you're getting hit repeatedly from the mono white deck, you're going to lose anyways, so it doesn't really matter. You know? Anyways, just my opinions, and in Vintage, you have to play a lot of Graveyard Hate or Answers to Bazaar Baghdad, so that's kind of what's going on here. Cutdown is specifically, in my opinion, for Archon of Emeria or Lurrus of the Dream Den. It just lines up perfectly. It's hard to Revolt Fatal Push versus Archon of Emeria. That's why I want to play one Cutdown, I think. But, you know, obviously I could be wrong there. These are just my initial thoughts. I haven't played Vintage in a while, you know? I'll be playing it off and on up until December. But, anyways, let's head into the league. Also, with that, if you all are enjoying the stream, hit that follow button, please. That does help support the stream. If you really want to support the stream and you have Amazon Prime, consider using it here. It's also the last day of September, so new subs are discounted. Anyways, thanks for being here. Against Calm Down Bronco. So I have a Lotus. Do people keep these hands? Like, I'm not sure. It looks kind of bad to me. Keep rolling the dice. That's not really inspiring a lot of confidence. Do you have a better reason for keep than roll the dice? I feel like it's reluctant keep. You always keep. Begrudging keep IMO is exactly the mood I'm in. I actually think it's borderline. You only mull off no lands. Well, if you had, you would probably win a lot more if you mulliganed more. The London mulligan's broken. Ancient Tomb. Okay, I want to play all my shit out then. Also, the Fluster's dead versus Ancient Tomb. It's fine. I know they have a tomb in hand. That's fine. It's like, Ravager Shops, probably. That's fine. Alright. Kind of fucked now. Oh, I should have footed... Wait, was this in my hand? It wasn't, I think, but... I'm so fucked. I really did not think that hand was that as good as other people thought it was. And obviously, this is like the nightmare scenario for it, generally speaking. I think killing my island might be better than killing my wasteland, but it's sort of irrelevant. Yeah, I'm pretty fucked now. I know they still have an ancient tomb. Wait, they have Golos and Patchwork Automata in the same deck? So it's Golos, but it just has Patchwork Automata on it? It's kind of weird, but okay. I'm Omega dead, which is fine. Alright, we can cut this card, or not that card. We can cut this card, cut this card. For Oda prelim lately. If you want to link it, I'll look at it, but... let's see, what else do I usually do versus them? Probe can go too, yeah. I think cut down might just be awful versus them specifically, but... Let me find the actual list. I am actually level 1. Colorless. 4 Patchwork, 4 Revoker, 4 Foundry Inspector. Okay, I should not cut down. Okay, so this is not a full-on stack, but it's kind of annoying. I'll cut top. Well, it has Ward too, so it's not that easy to catch an early automaton with it. The Patchwork has Ward too, rather. So you need a lot of mana for it to catch that. I'm gonna cut Vault Key for Pithing Needle on the land destruction. You could actually make a case for Deluge versus that specific version. I might even cut 1 Bowmasters for Deluge, but Bowmasters kills Revoker. I think I'm satisfied with this. So I can kill their first 2 lands. I'm kind of immune to Null Rod, but this hand's really slow. I'm just gonna mulligan. Okay, this hand's fucking nice. Obviously. I think I'm gonna ship the Bauble, actually. hand's very good for obvious reasons. Okay. I think I just need to fetch a C and play Merchant Scroll. Should I just get Hurkyl's Recall? I don't have Daze in my deck. Also, merchanting for Daze seems awful, is how I would put it. Could get Dig. I'm at 3, fetches 4. Also get Brainstorm. But then I'm gonna get Dig. I kind of foresee this game going a little bit long anyways. Okay. Okay. Care about that sphere? Get some kind of price 10, sadly. Problem is, well, there are a lot of problems. I'm gonna lose to Saga now. Maybe not. Depends on what they get, but I could dig into my Hurkyls now at least. Hurkyls is a lot worse for shops when you don't have an actual combo kill in your deck. Oh, by the way, Solos, thanks for the Prime sub. Let me know if I should open a chest for you. Forgot to say that. Okay, so this is 5 damage coming in. Soaring. Okay. 2, 3, 5, 6. Ooh, dress down's nice. If I get dress waste, is that good? This looks like it to me. I think I'm just gonna time walk and lock in the construct. Wow. My one of dress down came in clutch there, chat. Like, it's super clutch, is what I would say. Alright, I think the way their deck is constructed, I should have this in my deck. Probably cut one of the Mishra's Baubles. I had a lot of actual lands, like, it's not that likely, right? Vintage Dimir Lurrus Saga. Was I in the player draw in game 1? Play, but my hand was bad for Gennari Shops. Lose win. Alright, King 3. The dig ended up being really good still, despite the null rod. Right, well, this hand's pretty good. I mean, it's not fast, but you're actually immune to null rod with this hand, and you have a Hercules, and you have a Force. And, like, I have a good card to pitch to Force. I think if they play a null rod, I'll just let it go. It's probably less okay for me. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna fetch a basic here and just play Ancestral and see what I should do. Answer is not waste their waste. Just probably just play my fetch and say go. Just gonna play Explore. I think I just need to. They can, of course, they can waste my waste before I get another turn with it, but that's fine. Can I overpay with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't even have enough. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I could waste them, then do that, but that's worse than just letting my land live, I think. I think this is the correct play. Like, killing that doesn't really do anything. I mean, I guess it cuts off, like, Golos, but whatever. So they're at 11 and they don't have a win con. So... Sure... It's fine. What does Hark with in response to 3-ball do? Oh! Actually, that would have been good. Right. No, that would have been very good, actually. Yeah, right. Yeah, I fucked up. I was definitely supposed to Hercules in response, but... I just take the lands and try to beat them down? It honestly seems like it might work. I think I'm just going to take the lands, because that opens up another Bowmasters being a good draw. They're at 8? This is a funny game. I think I'm gonna win, if I had to guess. I'm just gonna scroll for another Hercules. Like, basically I have 2 Mass Unsummons to probably push lethal damage. Cut down over push, strikes again, chat. I think what this really means is just correct to diversify your removal. That's a good draw. I think playing the Vamp Tutor is just correct, DT Lurch, after thinking about it a bunch. What a game. Fucking man crypt. Oh my god. They took fucking, like... How much did they take? Like, 15 damage from crypt and 6 from Bowmasters? I feel like I didn't do very much that game, but it worked out. Alright, opening a chest for Soloist. Real quick. Oh, Gilly Palace, Mines of Moria. Alright. That is mana crypt sometimes, I know for sure. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back for match number 2. Alright, I'm back. I mean, I agree they didn't do very much, but they could have mulliganed as well, right? So... Acceleration, Sphere, and Wasteland Lock. Yeah, I mean, like, you can't mulligan that hand. Like, that's ridiculous. Will we queue into this person again on their second week? Who can say? The pool of vintage players is so small that sometimes it just takes forever to find a match. Alright, we're gonna get an opponent anytime soon. It's been 3 minutes so far. Almost 4 now. Nope, it was the same person. It's probably Ravager Shops. This is like exactly fine versus them. Not incredible, but do you think it's funny we just queued into the same person? This is just a Bowmaster game for me. I think I'm just going to try to kill them with those. Okay. Very good draw right there. And get the extra point in. Who's the beatdown now? Already exposed to waste, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, hit ya. Okay. I think that's fine, actually. Dress down doesn't kill the drum token, right? Let's see. Or I think it's fine still, actually. I don't know why they play their tomb first. Oh, I guess they're afraid of Spell Pierce. They can't move their equipment, so it's kind of fine, honestly. Right. No matter what I get. Not really, I can't remove any of their creatures right now. Or I can't remove their Null Rod in game 1. There. I offer the trade. Probably, yeah. It's good to play the waste out, because if they play a Saga, I'll just waste the Saga with the trigger on the stack. They took the damage. Okay. I'm okay with that. Sphere? Sure. Okay, I'm less okay with it now. Joker doesn't do much. The attack, I can line up a double block at least. But I also have them on the back foot with regards to damage. So I wonder if this is going to be a Lurrus 3-2 lifelink game. It might be. There's actually like nothing good to Revoker because of the Null Rod, just like shutting everything else down. I guess if I were them, I would probably name like Seal of Removal. Probably. It doesn't fucking matter, you have a Null Rod out. Lorien Revealed is a good name? Oh, I guess that is. That's reasonable, yeah. It's kind of an awkward dress down. I think we're just gonna go shields down. If they draw Golos, fine, whatever. It's not even the end of the world. It's a little bit awkward, but not the end of the world. Second analysis is less good for me, but I would have thought I would attack with that one, I think. But wait, it's making me pay one. Oh, right. No, this is correct, because it already costs 3 built in. Right. Okay, it's fine. You can start jumping with Bowmasters. Is 5-5 a good, better size? Yeah, I think so. That's bad. Because if they get Saga, I can waste it, but... No, they got waste instead. Okay. Can't really do very much. This is a bad game for Dress Down, but I think generally you do want it in the matchup. Does that matter? Not really. Bowmasters are pulling their weight, chat. No, I don't think there's actually a free attack because they can just do this if I attack. Wait. Oh, my turns. Right. Should I just play Snapcaster? Probably. I mean, I'm sort of constrained. This is a weirdly scrappy game. Okay. It seems like not the best attack for them there. This mostly seems free. They drew another Golos, so be it. That was a bad attack for them, I think. Slowly getting their board down to size. I don't have a Hercules recall in my game 1 config. Oh god. Guess this might come up now. Alright, they do have a Golos. This game is kind of convoluted. I think getting a second Saga doesn't do much unless they draw another Ancient Tomb. Okay. Does he have a main deck needle, I guess is the question. No. Oh, he does, actually. Okay. I think I can just win with Bowmaster, though, because they're at 5. Like, I don't think they can actually, like, one-shot me. If they had a Shadow Sphere in their deck, no, it'd be shut down by the Null Rod. So I think they're just kind of checkmated by their own board, which is kind of funny to think about, you know? Now I can, like, cheeky attack them for one at a time, I think. This is very funny. I think I just have the game won. It's just gonna take 4 turns of attacking with my 1/1. Oh man, Vintage is great. Vintage is great. My win rate is so high too. I don't know. It's just kind of incredible. Alright, what did I do last time? These go out. It goes out. This. I could Vault Key because of Null Rod. Seems fine. Complete victory. Yeah, like, they had enormous creatures, but I just fucking killed them with Bowmaster, which is kind of funny. Just, like, hit them a million times with Bowmaster. I think I should just mulligan on the draw. I lose to basically everything with this hand. Alright, this one I'll keep. I think I'm actually gonna ditch the Bowmasters this time. Can I have it back? I think I can handle that later. Probably fine to let it go. Sure. Do I waste their land? Probably not. Should have actually played my land before. Okay, that's... Guess I'll cast that. If they play Null Rod, I'll force it. Tragedy. Okay. It's probably too hard for me to beat that one this game. I'd rather pitch the dig, and I might hardcast this at some point. Okay. This is a scenario where the other thing would be better. Fatal Push would be better. I should just do this and hope to draw a land. I think just pitching the dig lets you win more on average. It's really bad. Probably gonna lose to this now. Okay. Cut down. -1 for cut down here. It's fine. Was that in the player draw on game 1? Play. Shops. Alright, 200. Oh, I did not have the Hercules in. That's a huge mistake. How did that not happen? Oh, I don't know what the fuck I did, but... Snuff out would have been best. Yeah, I could see one snuff out. I don't know how I didn't have the Hercules in. No, I do. This is not really an aggro shops deck. Like, there's no Ravager or Ballista or Hangerback or whatever. This is so close. If I had like an actual land, I would keep this hand pretty easily. I think I should actually mulligan. I think you just go nowhere too fast with this hand. On 6, I guess I keep. What should I do, though? It's kind of debatable if I should even... I guess I can play it out and not use it and say go and see what they do. That's fine. That one I can actually kill with the Fatal Push at least. Okay. Alright. Okay. think that's fine. I think I can deal with that at some point. Oh, fuck. I'm supposed to respond to that. Alright, guess I'm cycling now. Um, 7 damage per turn. My best draw is like Toxic Deluge, probably. It's not bad, actually. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll just trade with the patchwork. So I'm at 4. It's not good. So I have to block there, go to 1. I have an out. Guess I get top. Oh, I sided out top. So I have to bobble into Fatal Push. Magic. Guess I should have bobbled them. Right. I should have just forced a Nettlesis, probably. It just buys so much time. Alright, I guess I'm 50-50 versus that shop stack, chat. Alright, let's see how long it takes to get another match. Alright, so maybe cut down is not where it's at. Or maybe it's okay to have one of each. Snuff out, yeah. Maybe it should have just been a bunch of snuff outs. Yo, Hat, thanks for the raid. Playing some vintage right now because I'm just bored. As you may not be surprised, Bowmasters is very good in this format. We have Lurrus. How was your stream? Were you playing Standard still? So welcome everyone from Hat Stream. Hope you're all having a good Friday. I am. Sealed plan 4-0 first try. Oh, I should play one of those at some point. I probably won't stream it, but I did enjoy Wild Zolo during Limited so far, so 4-0 first try, you love to see it. Love to see that for you. Ooh, we have a different opponent. Solid Snake. One draw. Reveal my Lurrus. It's a Lurrus mirror. Yo, Luino, welcome back. Jarvis clap. Let me know if I should open a chest for you. Let's get some Jarvis claps in chat. Mox Pearl cast Lurrus. It's very funny. I guess I keep. Like, this is not the most insane hand, but let's roll the dice. I actually opened a pair of dice earlier, and a full set of all Drexia all will be one, but unfortunately it's like kind of worthless, it looks like. Right. Cosima and Magistrate's Scepter. Magistrate's Scepter is like one of my favorite cards from Mercadian Masks, weirdly enough. Okay. I feel like I should waste them if they're gonna play their waste out like that. I could also just play Ion, Ruby, Pearl, put Lurrus into my hand, which is probably better to do than wasting them. Yeah, exactly. I think this is just better. Because, like, what if I just draw a Bauble or something? Could also just waste their blue-black source, which seems kind of appealing as well. I think I'm just gonna waste their blue-black source. Because I think their hand's just really fucking slow. Bowmasters. Oh. Lorien. Force of negation back. Do I even care? Probably just let it resolve, right? I guess I could put the Bowmasters back, but I kind of just want to shuffle away 2 dead cards by cycling the other Lorien, right? I think this is best. No, I wasted the... I just felt like cutting them off of their 3rd mana seems good to me, frankly. Well, I agree in the abstract, but here I think there's the exception is they're just so low on cards, right? Like, I'm kind of thinking about just forcing this Mox. Going to. Might be wrong, but... I just smell blood in the water, really. Time Vault? Okay, that's kind of scary. Second Lorien over the sea. Oh, maybe that's better, yeah. Okay, I think that is probably better. I agree with that now. Bang. Sure. Fine with that. Totally fine with that. Repeal. Okay. Should leave my blue source untapped in case I draw some sort of blue spell. Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, I shouldn't have attacked that one. Right. I was thinking about doing something else and I just forgot to do it. God damn it. That was really, really bad. I think I do want to just cycle this dress down main phase. I was thinking about that, but now I think I just want to waste their waste and play my saga, clearly. It just ends the game so fast to do this. Obviously, like, I did get paid off. There was merit to the thing you described, obviously, but... I mean, like, at the time, I did not know that was going to happen, so that's... Certainly, certainly there's merit to doing the thing you described. Just gonna leave up Fatal Push, and I think the constructs will end the game before they get to do anything. How many people would have forced that Mock Sapphire? I guess is the real question. Attack for 7, draw with top, play Ancestral, see if I draw a land. Okay, didn't. It's fine. Dig. Alright, it's fine. Alright. Do I not like... I think Fluster is secretly not very good in this matchup. Like having one needle, but mostly we're pre-boarded. Cutdown's also not great, but I think having a small number of answers for Bowmasters is good. Don't think you need a lot. I like having Spell Bomb and Soul Guide in though, so the question is what do I cut? I think maybe it's just... I think I'm gonna cut the Fawns actually. This is like exactly fine. I'm not like thrilled, but I'm gonna keep. I'll probe them for life. Just want the information to figure out what I should do. They do have a misstep. Alright, so I'm gonna fight during their upkeep because I can misstep their misstep. That's fine. A lot of action happening on turn 2 in this game already. A lot of action. Okay. Okay. Alright. Restricted card stack, yeah. I'm just gonna main phase a dig, I think. It's probably force plus waste. They have Saga potentially. Say go. Okay. Not gonna fight over that. Just gonna leave up Bowmasters this turn, I think. Sure. I'm just gonna waste their waste and put Lurrus into my hand. Take your 2. 2 points at a time, chat. They learn revealed Lurrus and 2 unknowns. Right, to the dome. Okay, fine. Guess they got me there. We ball. We ball, chat. How many times has someone seen use top to trigger revolt? No. Okay. I'm only going to look for a counter if they like literally put Manifold Key or Voltaic Key on the stack. Alright, I win. Was I going to draw the Manifold Key? Nope. Alright, I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break, but we're definitely finishing the league after that, so be right back in 3 minutes. Thanks for everyone being here. I will queue up, but... Well, actually I won't, but be right back in a few minutes. Thanks for being here.
Dawn badge. I had a great time, but sorry I didn't see you on the floor or I would have said hey.
Alright, chat, we're back. Opponent's last known deck was Workshops. His hand's decent. Obviously, we need mana sources, but I'm just going to cast this now. Because if you draw any zeros, you just want to play them under the spheres. But now I'm just going to cash in 2 baubles. One on myself and one on them. Mental Misstep. That's probably a good one to pitch to Force of Will. Misstep is like generally pretty dead versus them. Okay. I can cash in the last one if I really need to. Worse is pretty good in this format. Alright, so I can vamp for Lotus. No, not really, but I can put... I have 2 forces, so... Sometimes they have Pithing Needle or Manifold Key. But I think you'd rather just not have Mental Misstep in your deck versus them post board, if I had to guess. Like, it's just not very good. Okay. Okay, well that is ironically the best target for a Mental Misstep. That's very funny, actually. I mean, this is game 1 and I got max value out of that Mental Misstep. You love to see it, I guess, or something, you know. Alright, so they revealed Revoker? Could just Bowmaster the Revoker, which is kind of nice. Revoker says non-land on it, so they can't name Polluted Delta. I kind of wonder if I should be playing a Swamp and playing 3 Deltas, but the problem is it's like not a very reliable plan. Raucous. No, I think I kind of just like Bowmastering their Revoker if they play it. If they don't play it, that's like... I've also cast Ancestral Recall on turn 1 and played a fuck ton of baubles, so... There's like not anything really good. Oh, well... That I will force. I might scroll for Dig at some point, but I am going to vamp for Waste. But I think I'll Bowmaster... No. Actually, I think I'll just vamp for the Waste. Is there anything better to get? Could also get Lotus. And go Lotus, Lurrus, Lotus, Bowmaster. Is that better? I kind of just think cutting their mana down is better than anything else I could do, because I do have scroll for dig through time. So I think I should just get the Wasteland. I'm like pretty far ahead as long as I maintain the game state, right? Another Saga, okay. Okay. You can overpay into that, which is kind of a key point. I guess I have Snapcaster in my deck, so I should be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll leave the Bauble for Lurrus. I'm looking for a waste or strip. Okay, found them. Is the Lotus good? Could also take Tutor Key, but that's like really expensive. What if I just took... What if I just took Lotus... Strip Mine? It seems kind of promising. Okay, and I'll just strip their Saga. Of course I'm shields down, but they haven't really had fast mana. Okay, so they can waste me now. It's fine. Yeah, what's up, Deviation Devil? Yeah, we're playing Dimir Lurrus Saga. It's been popping through the prelims. I noticed it. It looks really strong to me. One concern I have is it's sometimes your draws aren't that smooth because you don't play the full like cantrip cartel. Like you don't have a Ponder in your deck, which is fine, but it's not like Ponder's a Sacred Cow. It's just like sometimes it feels like you're a little bit late, you know. Swamp is probably just for like Ghost Quarters because it casts Dismember as well. Like, I don't think there's actually like a black card in their deck besides Dismember, if I had to guess. Their last landing was Snow-Covered Plains, but they had Dismember in their sideboard, so it's probably Swamp. Sometimes Swamp lets you hardcast Leyline of the Void if you have a Jet as well. Oh, weird. They play Shops with no Black Lotus. I'm not sure I could really bring myself to do that, but... Yo, has anyone tried Urza's Workshop in... like... I guess that would be past the Ancient Tombs, though. So probably not. It doesn't sound great. Stone Coil for 1. Well, I don't really care about that. We grind with Saga, but also, like, there's some risk associated. I'm, like, pretty pro Tinker, but Tinker's not always free, is the best way of putting it. My one. That's just like the most useless man sink. I think I'm just gonna play Bowmasters this turn. Of course, I could spend my turn paying 3 for that. But then if I have to force something, it ends up kind of bad. And I think I'm just gonna Bowmasters their thing. Ancient Tomb. Don't really love that. That's fine, actually. They're gonna revoke her Lotus, then I'm gonna shoot, block, and like everything's gonna fall apart. I'm already like in bad shape versus Wasteland. So there's not a real reason to play around it, in my opinion. I think Lorient's actually very important for the mana base. Lorient's in place of like fetch lands that pitch to Force of Will, essentially, and Force of Negation, so don't think you can really do that. I wouldn't say it's completely busted, but it's obviously a good magic card, is I think the right way of putting it. Let's say go. So they've been through a waste, 2 sagas. So they have 3 wastes, 2 saga left as annoying lands. Let's see what they do. I didn't really like buying Lurrus any of those turns, but if I get stripped here, I might end up regretting it. We'll see what happens though. Well, that's why I never really bought the Lurrus, because of the sphere, but we'll see what they do here. Invoker. Okay, then I'm just gonna give up on Lurrus this game. I'm gonna let it resolve and just shoot it with my Bowmaster. There's not even like anything really good left for them to revoke her now. Yeah, I just think that would have taken 7 mana to do, and I never had 7. I think it kind of worked out better for me that I didn't do that, frankly. Like, I'm kind of in a strong position versus them. Can just like force their next 2 cards. I'm not even gonna bother playing the top because that means they could strip me and force a card through. I wasn't really attracted by it, but I do see the merits of that play, you know. Wait, do they have a card in their hand that I know about? Guess so. Ditch this. Snap guys are just like pretty useless. I mean, I think they're just gonna die to 1-1 beats this game. Which is kind of funny to think about. Let's find draw 2. Yeah. Can't believe a vegetable is as tough as a human. What? Don't even know what you're talking about. Cycle. Nope, still gonna leave the shields up because they're at 5. If I get one more attack through, all of their ancient tombs are disabled, which makes playing through their own sphere very hard. One beats. Oh, I see. It's very funny. Okay, they're hellbent, so forcing this wins the game. Boom. I countered all of their relevant spells that game, or that's what it feels like. Alright. Cluster. Misstep, Probe. I was setting out Vault Key as well, because it's just not good. Oh, let's switch back to the pile view. It's kind of driving me nuts. Pile view. Alright, we want the removal spells, the Hercules recalls, and the pithing needles. The plan with needle is mostly to name Wasteland. What was I cutting? I was cutting like a bauble. Oh, bauble and top, because top just sucks versus null rod. How many null rods does this person play? Oh, this person doesn't have any null rods. I might leave in Vault Key then in that case. Maybe not. I think I will leave in Vault Key, because Vault Key is just an easy way to win some, like, unwinnable games. Is it crazy to cut Merchant Scroll? I guess it kind of is. It's an extra copy of Hercules Recall. If I just cut the 3rd bauble, or 2nd bauble, rather. I'll cut it. I think bauble is not a sacred cow. Was I in the draw? Or in the play? I was on the play. Winning your die rolls versus shops also is nice. Golos Shops. Is an average 6 better than this hand is the real question. Versus shops. The answer is probably. I'm just like so exposed to everything with this hand. Right. I think I'll keep this one reluctantly. I'm gonna put it back to Fatal Push and keep all my mana sources. I'm gonna keep the fast mana and the Force and blue card. So. That's fine. Don't really want to waste that. I don't think that's high enough value for them. Alright, so you go. Hope they don't waste my Saga. We have a workshop behind. Probably gonna counter some expensive card here. Alright, so 3 cards left. We have a ton of mana. 2 cards left. Evolve the mana in the world. Worm Coil. Okay, first off, is that normal for... No, this person has 2 Worm Coils. How's the league going? The record should be in the bottom right, right? I think I'm 3-1 or 2-1. It's just too annoying. It will require too many... Like, if I had a blue source for the dress down, I probably wouldn't force it, but as it is, it's going to be too much of an issue. Well, some people ask that question when they're on mobile because it is hard to see on mobile, which is reasonable. Right, yeah, it's not great either. I want to stagger the Saga placements so I can get all of the constructs if possible. Urza Saga is kind of a sick magic card, especially in this format. They're gonna attack. Okay, call. I'm happy to trade. Should I just get Lotus? Lotus seems kind of appealing. Since I know this person doesn't play Null Rod. I don't think my limitation's going to be cards because I can Merchant Scroll for Ancestral. I think getting Bauble is just like a little bit too greedy. You can Metamorph my construct. Metamorph was probably their card behind Wormcoil, actually. So if I let that resolve, I would have gotten, like, super fucked. Actually, what's the fail case here? I could float 3 blue, dismember and scroll for Ancestral. Even if they kill my Lurrus, Saga will cough up a blue source in 2 turns, so I think I will do that. I think just keeping their board clean is the easiest way to win, frankly. They drew another man's first. The game's basically over now, I think. I mean, obviously they ran kind of bad, but I think this is just worth doing. Okay, well now they're just omega dead. That's the correct way of putting it. Basically, I don't think getting Bobble off of that first Saga does anything, whereas getting Lotus unlocks my entire hand. Alright. Okay. Playing for the 4-1 chat. Last match of the day. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. We're 3-1 with Dimir. I went 3-2 with Sultai Scam with Witherbloom in Legacy earlier. This deck feels a lot better, obviously, but I mean, earlier I just wanted to get that other deck out of my system, you know. I just basically had to remind myself that Witherbloom Apprentice always looks way better than it actually plays out. Ride or Die 164. This username seems familiar, but I don't know why. Ride or Die 164. They play... Oh, wait. Why Arena? Wow, they're basically an Arena player, it looks like. Assuming this is the same username. Ride or Die of 164. But I guess they're... Orcish Control 1.5 years ago. I'm just like... I always like looking at what other people play in other formats to get an idea. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. Like, it's really hard to deduce anything from all of this. Goldfish had a lot of the arena tournament. Like, you can find, like, Ari's, like, Tumor Reckless from that era, I think, as well. This is a Lurrus Mirror. This hand's pretty good. I mean, like, obviously being on the draw sucks, but I'm not going to mulligan this hand. Okay. Kind of debatable what I should get here, I think. So debatable if I should have just played all my Moxen out first to play around Spell Pierce, but... Oh, that's fine. Oh, kind of. I sort of... Oh, I should have let the mana empty out, actually. Okay. We're just cycling anyways, that's fine. Okay, well I have no gas left, but I do have a Saga ticking up. I don't really expect people to have Mindbreak Trap in game 1. Okay, there's a waste for that, that's fine. I have another Saga. can go Lurrus, replay top. It's kind of sick. I mean, I could have played around Daze. I didn't... I think Daze does not make that much sense in the deck is the issue, so I didn't bother playing around it, which might be a leak. Where's the good guy? Is this sort of like how Oko's the good guy, Dylan? Crystal 2. Free hook on Legacy. Alright, I think I'm just gonna leave up Fluster. I don't really want to play... Like, also, if I play Lurrus, I would have to give up a construct, so it's just not worth it to me. Just not respecting Pithing Needle. Kind of feels like they have Bowmaster, but I guess it just might be construct for them. They're gonna try to chomp. If they try to chomp, I think I just let it go and just play Lurrus, crack for mana, play top spin. Oops. Oops. Black, black, black. Black blue. I mean, I don't think most people play Dress Down besides me. It's a very good exchange for me, obviously. Pitch Force Negation. Top. Spin top. Alright. Merchant Scroll. It's good to draw next turn. So if they have exactly Vault Key, I'll lose, but that's fine. Lurrus Dress Down was my favorite part of the Grixis Shadow deck in Modern, obviously. Don't really let you do that shit anymore. Just hope they don't have Vault Key here. They have Soul Ring? Sure. So time for their Lurrus in hand, play Lurrus. Do I put Cut Down on top? I don't even remember. Guess I can just spin and look. So I guess they have Bowmasters here, probably. Can I force lethal? Doesn't really look like it. Like, they basically have to have Bowmaster here for this game to make sense. So I'll put scroll on the stack and see what they do. They might just respond to the scroll. Was I on to play this game? I think I was. Alright, they conceded to dig through time. No, I was on the draw. Just felt like I was on the play because I had so much fast mana compared to them. Dimir Lurrus Saga win. Right. Kind of pre-boarded. Like having... Like having one needle in the extra removal spell. Also not a big fan of Fluster. Might just cut that for... Oh wait, I like, Right, I need to do this. Guess I'll just cut the cut down. This seems fine. Oh, Chicken Ariza, thanks for the resub. Definitely appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed the badge. I think the other person that I gave the badge to just didn't fill out the form, sadly. So, whatever. I hope to get let in for Chicago again and hopefully give away badges for that one, but we'll see what happens, I suppose. Hope you had a good time there. Yeah, cut down over push is specifically for Archon of Emeria, but that hasn't come up yet. I thought there would be a lot more mono weight initiative, but I guess we'll just stopped playing it. You wouldn't have gone? Oh, I'm glad to hear that it helped out for you. I think it was really expensive, yeah, so I definitely understand you. Alright, opponent, please reveal your Lurrus of the Dream Den. Also, I was thinking about this too. I think the reason that the Tinker decks have disappeared is that Bowmasters is kind of a problem for them. And just like having a lower mana curve to play Lurrus instead of Tinker is kind of appealing. Oh yeah, I think like now that they don't have like a circuit that you can't like collect points and have there be like something at the end, it doesn't really make that much sense for me to play them either, so I definitely understand that. Alright, I think I will keep, but obviously this could go poorly. If I didn't have 2 Luring Reveals in my hand, I'm probably not keeping this hand. Okay. Mops, sure. Sure. I'll reluctantly force it because I'm beating shit to a Saga if I don't force it. If I'll waste instead. It's fine. I think I just have to get UC with this and cycle it for another UC. I agree. That's why, like, I'm pretty pro Tinker, but then I started to think about it. Why have the other decks disappeared or are doing worse? I think the answer is that having a lower mana curve and like having more interaction lets you undercut the other deck. It's also why I just don't even want to put Twister into this deck. It seems so unnecessary and not very good. Alright, so they have a UC in their hand. Wow. Did they just sandbag the Saga the entire time? I think I just have to feed them a UC and get another UC. I think this play is forced, otherwise I get just avalanched by a bunch of constructs. Any, like, fast mana source really unlocks my entire hand, though, so even a regular land would be fine. That's not good for me either. I'm gonna lose to that. They did remove their time vault, though, so I wonder if this is even better than just playing the Lurrus. It probably is, but tragic. Probably gonna lose. That's okay. Maybe they just draw all air. It's kind of hard for them to draw all air because I don't think the deck has that much air in it. Okay. Alright. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Alright, we can go to the next one. Really... I'm dead. Like, I could probably lose to Lurrus Beatdown there. To be quite fair. Actually, it might just be better to have Dismember over the Cutdown as well. Not Toxic Deluge, though. I can cut the spell Pierce, probably for Needle. I guess the games kind of drag and the Pierce gets bad. Fluster is probably better on average. They're both kind of shit. I just don't like Fawn because it doesn't really fight over the most important card in my opinion. It's also possible that removal is just better than any of those actually. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the Needle. I guess I'll have the Needle in. The reason to have Needle is that if you make constructs first, then needling their Saga is an easy way to win. But if you don't have Needle in your deck, it's kind of hard to do that. But I think it's just probably correct to have the Needle in your deck for that reason. I keep a lot of loose ones. This hand just doesn't do anything. You like lose to basically all of their good draws. Oh, this hand's high octane. Just gonna probe them to determine what I should do. Wait, did I not click on the Lurrus? The fuck? I thought I clicked on the Lurrus. Oh my god. What the fuck happened? Did Deluge actually end up in my deck? No, it didn't. Deluge doesn't violate Lurrus anyways, so... Okay. I think I'll just try to kill them with construct tokens. Right. I don't really know what happened. I think I just clicked it twice or something. That's fine. Okay, cool. They can Bowmaster my Saga, or my Construct. Probably means I shouldn't make a Construct. Well... I think I should. Well, no, that doesn't actually make very much sense, right? Because I'm sacrificing my Lotus to make a construct that dies? Alright. I have a better plan, actually. Which is not to crack that thing. This is a scenario where it would be good to have Soul Ring in my deck. I think I am gonna just get Mock Sapphire though. And I've been playing their Bowmaster. Weird. Right, sure. I think you should just be using your mana and casting your spells. Seems like so much wasted mana on their part. I don't really understand their plan. I don't play the Soul Ring because it didn't seem very good to me, honestly. Everyone else plays it, but it just looks bad. I don't care about that. Next turn I'll probably cast the Time Walk and just try to kill them with it. Kinda just don't want to cast anything when they have so many cards in hand. Care about that? Oh, that's fine. I can kill it later. So their hand is these three. I can waste that, that's fine. Time Walk. Okay. Just kind of hoping they would fluster that. If I fluster this, use Crackamillers. It doesn't seem that good for me. I should just let it go. I guess I have to fluster this, otherwise they get Time Vault, play it with force Fluster back up. This is a wasteland, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna pull the trigger here. Okay. 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 Casting Force into their, like, all of their soft counters and shit doesn't really accomplish anything except causing me to lose, so I'm not doing it. They have so many cards, but I just kind of hope that the 4/4s just pummel them into submission. Which it might. Like, they're at 12. Alright, so we go. It's not inconceivable that their hand's just all reactive cards that don't do anything, right? Playing the Lotus is definitely correct, yeah. So we could make them burn 2 Flusters, but I think it's just better to sneak damage through. I think I'm just going to see if they're dead next turn to my attacks. Like, conveniently, they're at 5, which is just enough for a Manifold Key lethal attack. Well, not if I don't draw a land. Maybe stripping them was bad for that reason. I guess I can force them to block with both now. Okay. It's fine. So I'll make them block with both. I guess if I have a second Bowmaster, it kind of falls apart, but whatever. Well, I had Construct advantage, which... This is kind of why I play one dress down, otherwise these games are like kind of irrecoverable. Even if you have a ton of cards, you just can't... You can't really do anything meaningful. They've already used their time walk, so it's kind of not great for them. Also, remember this game I forgot to reveal my lure, or like somehow misclicked past my lures. I do like Voltaic's key art more. That was a weird one. Yeah, that's why I think you just need to have enough removal. The line on how much removal you need to have is kind of difficult to figure out. Yeah, 4-1. Deck felt pretty good. Like, obviously, like, I played only 2 matchups, chat. I played against Justin's deck, Justin's Shops deck, Dimir Lurrus Saga, a different Shops deck, and another Dimir Lurrus Saga. So, like, I don't know, it's very inbred, but deck feels pretty solid, obviously, like, hard to complain about that. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for now. I'm gonna raid someone real quick. Thanks for being here.